This used to be my reality, a sad graveyard of acne breakouts that never disappeared off of my face. And as someone that is fair skinned, any tiny little blemish would stay as a hyperpigmented scar for as long as it was able to. I had scars on my face from 3 years ago. I felt like when I didn't have makeup on, the scar spoke louder than I did. And literally, I have come to discover that I am so prone to hyperpigmentation that I have to be super careful about what I put on my body when it comes to skincare. I tried out hiding my acne scars, whether that was double applying concealer to certain spots. I never tried correctors, and now I know that I need to do that thanks to TikTok. But leaving the house with my real skin was a little terrifying. But what if I told you that what initially healed my skin was TikTok skincare advice? It was not fancy smancy bottles of skincare products that influencers were trying to promote. It was literally just 1 or 2 viral techniques that I found on TikTok that I implemented. And trial and error. Let's not forget trial and error. But we have mastered greatness. This is my skin now, as of 2025, okay? I haven't seen my skin this clear since before COVID, okay? If you know, you know. But now I finally feel like I don't need to have makeup on to feel like my skin is even. So today I'm going to show you the exact TikTok trends that I have utilized to fix my skin barrier, and also methods that you can utilize to give you a very glossy skin-like look on your makeup like this. And if you also deal with hyperpigmentation like I do, make sure you stay until the end because I have one of the biggest secrets that you will absolutely love. Sit back, grab some snacks, and turn that phone over because we ain't waiting on nobody's tags. Lock in.
If you struggle with your base never turning out smooth, I got you, girl. First of all, skin prep is really important, and I just made a video showing my favorite products, so go check that out. Use any foundation that looks the best on your skin, just make sure your beauty blender is damp. First, I'm starting on the areas where my pores don't look that big, and I'm tapping, I'm not rubbing. Wherever your makeup lifts the most, mine is my nose, literally rub in a circle like you're rubbing your moisturizer. And then just tap it in with your beauty blender. For reference, this is the side I did it on. This is the side I didn't do it on, and it's kind of already lifting off. So next you're gonna want to take your favorite creamy concealer. And the reason I leave my under eyes fully blank of foundation is so I can have as minimal product as possible so I don't get any creasing. So I actually blend the product more down than I blend it up. Okay, now that everything is blended out, I'm just leaving a bit of concealer there to sit. I go in with the MAC Studio Fix Powder Foundation, and I take a little fluffy brush. And I tap this over my whole entire base. Tap it, again, do not rub. And as you can see, it doesn't even mattify the glow underneath. And the reason I do this is so I could go over with powder everything, because when I do that, it ends up looking so seamless. And then from here, it gives me an idea of how it's gonna end up looking at the end, and it's pretty flawless, except for this side of my nose that I didn't do my technique. Okay, now listen up, this part's important. Our under eyes have started to crease a tiny bit, so I'm just gonna brush out. Look at the difference. Okay, now we're gonna wanna act fast. Take your favorite setting powder, make sure it's on there evenly, look up, and just press it in. Now keep doing that. I like going in a line right here on my nose because that's where I get oily. I have combination skin, so I just get oily in my T-zone. And that looks freaking flawless. And then I just take the rest on other parts of my makeup that would crease. Now take your favorite powder contour and lightly dust it on. And already that looks bomb. The way I get a smooth blush transition like that is taking my favorite blush and then using it to swipe away the powder. And then also just patting it on the top of my cheekbone. The only thing I hate about using powder products is that the blush literally fades in like an hour. Like in an hour you won't be able to see my blush at all. So I use the Patrick Ta little blush combo, and I do his little method. I take the cream blush and then I lightly pat it over. First of all, it gives me such a nice glow, and that's gonna make my blush stay all day. Patrick Ta is a genius for this because look at how it like brought me to life. But I do go over this with my powder puff again, just with like the excess product. And yeah, this is basically it. I don't know how you could fuck it up from here, so I'm just gonna finish my makeup off camera. I lied. The last thing I'm gonna tell you is make sure you use the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Okay, just finished my makeup. This is what it looks like in natural lighting without the beauty filter. Let's do a little zoom test. Here's the side I used all of my techniques on, and then here's the side I skipped some of my techniques. And that's how you do your makeup to look like a baby's ass.
The finished look looks amazing. I have never actually put my foundation on and then put on a powder all over my skin. So trust me, there will be a video of me trying out different skincare hacks, and one of them will be this, so stay tuned. So not gonna lie, I used to be one of those girls that said, I don't know how to do like a full face of makeup. So I got on TikTok and I did my research, and now I feel like I have a very nice makeup look, you know? Nothing's perfect, but if you've ever dealt with like patchiness under your eyelids or the blush not staying on all the way or anything like that, listen to this video coming up because she has 10 amazing hacks for your makeup. And yeah, let's look and see.
Here are 10 makeup tips I wish I knew earlier. Blend foundation with your fingers to achieve a supernatural skin-like finish. To really set your base, spray your sponge with some finishing or setting spray. Your base is going to blend even more flawlessly and last a lot longer. I'm blending around the under eye area because we want to use less product to minimize creasing. If your brow wax comes in a jar, avoid double dipping. Instead, scoop some product out to work with. Marinate your concealer so you can use less product while still getting a full coverage. Spray finishing spray between every step, especially if you like to do your skin first. It keeps the skin looking fresh for hours and the base just looks soft and airbrushed. If your eyeliner smudges easily, set it with some dark eyeshadow or put some powder in this area where eyeliner usually bleeds. For eyes with epicanthic folds, apply inner corner eyeliner on the lower lash line. To brighten and open up the eyes, place highlight in this divot here. I like to bring it up and down into the lower lash line. When setting your makeup, go one step further by drenching your sponge with setting spray, tapping gently to melt the makeup into your skin.
Y'all, she ate that look up, and I also have never tried putting setting spray in between every step. What? And I'm not gonna lie, after doing my research for this video, I have seen a couple that's a thing. So the more I freaking know, if you want some really good application, use that setting spray more than you thought.
So Miss Girl, you want to get better at makeup, you have no idea where to start? That's okay. This is how you're going to get better at makeup. First tip is you need to focus on your eyebrows. The day I finally figured out what eyebrows work best for my face is the day that my makeup started really makeuping. So go try that new eyebrow gel or pick up that concealer brush and lock in. Next is to get a primer for your skin type. So if you're an oily girl, you have really big pores or dry skin, you should be using a primer to help control those skin concerns. Another tip is to know your undertones. Basically, every brand I use, I fall under the warm category, meaning that my skin tone is golden or kind of yellow leaning. Once you know your shades and undertones, your makeup will look so much more skin-like because it'll literally look like your complexion. You know what I mean? We don't want the girls to clock where our foundation stops and our neck starts. Okay, Miss Girl, last tip is to try applying products on the back of your hand and then blend them onto your skin. If you're a beginner especially, not only is this going to give you more control over placement, it's also going to keep you from using way too much product. Just remember, it's way easier to put on more makeup than it is to take it off. Anyways, Miss Girl, that's all I got for you. I hope that helped.
Yeah, so I definitely can take some advice from this video because I'm not gonna lie, whenever I do my makeup, I don't really do my eyebrows, and I know that says a lot because my eyebrows are literally like gray and they're light as fuck compared to my hair. But yeah, let me do my eyebrows. Let me get my eyebrows locked in so that can definitely eat up my whole look. You feel me? I like that. And the undertone stuff, y'all, I want to literally incorporate so many of these hacks and then like do a TikTok hack makeup tutorial. It's gonna happen. So another thing that I have tried doing is facelift makeup placement. So I've done it on my nose before, and I think I've done it on my cheekbones. But yeah, have you ever done this before? Let me know down in the comments. And also, if you're enjoying this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to the channel. I do make videos once a week. Now with that being said, let's get into it.
Facelift placement you need to try. It's like surgery with makeup. Lift the corners of your nose, your lips, the tip of your nose, slim the sides and the chin. Bring light to the center of your face. The corners of the triangle show you where to stop moving the product out and just blend it in place. Fill in that open space of the triangle. This will also make you look a little bit fuller in that area, so just keep that in mind. It's kind of like filler. You're also slimming the areas you're darkening. Also using this precision sponge to blend the edges so it looks seamless. Looks like a ton. Look at that before and after. So much more lifted. Save this for later.
Wait, the difference is actually ridiculous because the difference between these two entities? Holy crap. This is giving plump, fresh, and rejuvenized. And that's just from makeup. Hold up. Let me try that shit out. I want to try that shit out.
I'm a pro makeup artist, and I'm about to give you 3 tips as to why your makeup is not giving what it's supposed to give. These tips are going to help you elevate your makeup look. Number 1, you not adding enough concealer. Your concealer shade should be about 3 to 4 shades lighter than your skin tone, and you should also add enough product to make sure that your highlight is popping. Number 2, you should use a brush to blend out your concealer. If you're using a beauty sponge to blend it out and you feel like it's too natural looking, try using a brush to blend it out. This gonna make sure that your highlight stands out and that it's just popping. Number 3, you not adding enough contour. You need to make sure you add a lot of contour to the skin. This adds color to the skin and it just warms up the face a lot. I broke down these steps in my new YouTube video, and I also gave you 9 tips total as to why your makeup is not giving and to really elevate your look. Small things really make your makeup pop. Check it out and let me know if these tips helped you elevate your look. Period. You see my girl.
I absolutely love this advice. It's very important to match the amount of highlight with the amount of bronzer, and this makeup artist did a fantastic job with making it all come together beautifully.
If your makeup looks something like this, then it's probably cakey. So I'm gonna show you exactly how to avoid that. Never ever apply any makeup without moisturizing your skin first. When your skin is dehydrated, it can cause foundation to clump up and appear cakey. Avoid using too much foundation. Instead, go in with 1 pump and apply it all over your skin first. Then add more only on the areas of your skin where you need it. When applying concealer, only focus on the inner and outer corner of your eye. Leave a little bit of space in the middle to help diffuse and blend out the concealer evenly. Always use a setting mist before applying powder and after applying your setting powder. This helps to add an extra layer of moisture to your skin. And then always use a blotting powder to touch up your makeup. This prevents you from adding too much powder, which can eventually lead to cakiness.
And angels, please don't get confused because everyone has different skin, but everything is dependent on what your skin reacts to. So take these tips, test them out for yourself, and go from there. You know, there's different styles of makeup also. The video before then was the glam makeup, which involves using more makeup, obviously. And this one's a more like natural look. So, but I love that this girl also mentioned that she uses her setting spray multiple times. Multiple rounds of setting spray. And y'all see that finishing look. Let's look at it again.
Powder, which can eventually lead to cakiness.
Smooth, very smooth. So one thing about it, since moving to Texas, I've had to modify my hair routine, my skincare routine, and my showering routine, y'all. It is hot, and one thing that I'm talking about when it comes to hot is the sweating. I be sweating my ass off. I've changed my deodorant, I changed my body wash. I have like started doing stuff so differently because like the humidity is real and the heat is real. So if any of you ladies are prone to sweating through your makeup, listen to these tips because this lady has mastered sweat-proof makeup. Let's get into it.
As you can see, I was pouring sweat through my makeup, and when I tapped the sweat away, my makeup did not move. I also had this base on for the whole day. Hello, my name is Yera. I'm a sweaty, oily, transgender woman, and in today's video, I'm going to be walking you down my sweat-proof, waterproof, transfer-proof makeup routine. So if you're really oily, or your makeup does not want to stick, or your makeup is separating, grainy, or cracky, I have the makeup routine for you. So for skin prep, I don't skin prep because if you sweat too much, that'll break through your makeup. What I recommend is doing a heavy skincare at nighttime, and the day of, just go with that. I do put on a little bit of SPF. So for my base today, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Superstay and the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. We need to use a full coverage long wearing formula. Now with a big flat brush, I'm going to be spreading the foundation all over my face. And I'm going to be blending it out with my beauty sponge. Ignore the shade match, but this is my concealer placement. Now once all your liquids are blended out, get your setting spray and drench yourself in it. That's going to act as your foundation for all your powders to sit on so that it lasts you all day. Now when it dries, get your pressed powder and tap it into your T-zone, your trouble areas, or anywhere you sweat in. Now with your loose powder, start setting your face. Now instead of just getting a brush and just brushing away the bake, get your pressed powder, get a little bit of it on a brush, and start stippling it away. You're going to want a fluffy brush so you can fluff away the bake, but you're also going to want a flat surface so that you can press it in too. This is the Wet n Wild contour brush. Now look at the base, there's no graininess going on, it's not separating, it's not too dry. Now before you move on to the rest of your base, drench your face in this. For bronzer, I'm going to be taking the LA Girl Matte Bronzer. With this reddish blush color, I'm going to blend my blush to my bronzer. You see how the blush looks harsh and you can see where it ended? I'm going to take a highlighting color and blend my under eye and my blush out. Not only did that highlight and brighten our face, it also made a seamless blend into the blush. Now we're cleaning that up with a bake. Now for my eyebrows, I'm going to be using an eyebrow pomade and an eyebrow gel. Eyebrow pomades are typically waterproof. Now I'm going to set my eyebrows with a black eyeshadow and a fluffy brush. Trust me, they will not fade. Now I'm getting my pressed powder, starting to tap away that bake. Now before eyeshadow, before lashes, before eyeliner, before any of that, spritz your face again and drench your face in it. This will be the last time you spray. I'm going to spray and let it dry, and I'm going to come back with the final look. And this is the final look. If you try these tips and techniques, please let me know.
Wow, y'all, that was a very interesting tutorial. That's all I have to say, guys. Ladies, please prep your skin. That's all I have to say. They may not have to, but I know I'm gonna prep my skin. But if you tried this, let me know, because I'm tired of sweating through my stuff. I'm tired of it. Okay, so this next video is for my acne prone ladies and for the ladies that get hyperpigmentation. It's very hard to do makeup sometimes and get it the way you want when you deal with these issues constantly. So I'm hoping this tip helps you.
This might be a hot take, but if you have perfect skin, I don't know if I trust your makeup opinions, okay? Only because I am an acne prone girly. And you can put any foundation on anything on your face and it's gonna look bomb. But me, on the other hand, no. So this video is for all my acne prone girls. I'm gonna show you what melts into my skin and makes our makeup look beautiful, okay? I got you, babe. This is the Witch Hazel spray and then a milky toner. I don't care if you're oily, you need to put a moisturizer on, girl. Do not skip the step. I do like a more glowy base, so I'm gonna go in with Sprite. I hate a girl who puts on nothing before makeup. That's probably why your makeup looks cakey, okay? So all I use is a brow gel concealer, that's all. I don't fill them in, but you can fill them in if you want to. House Labs foundation if you want your makeup to look like second skin. Trust me. Literally melted into my skin. Say Beauty liquid bronzer. Make sure you're blending your contour and bronzer upwards, never downwards, girl. NARS blush, shade Orgasm Rush. I like to bring it into my under eye as a color corrector, kind of. We're going in with the Tower 28 concealer. Hands down, best powder in the world. Laura Mercier Rose Powder. The only powder that does not change the color of my concealer, because all the other translucent powders just make my under eye yellow or darker, and I'm like, y'all, that's not what I want. Bronzer, closest bronzer, of course. Say Beauty blush in shade Mia. Closest powder underneath the eyes. Holfie Baddie mascara. So good. Freckles are optional, but I've been really into them.
Add a little bit of the lip stain on our lips just to add a little color underneath. We're gonna go in with Fenty lip liner in shade Extra Thigh. Perfect lip gloss on top. And this is the final makeup look. Like, bye bestie.
So not gonna lie, I thought she was gonna use like color correctors and everything, but she didn't, which was fine. You know, everybody's skin is different, but the finished product was fire. So the moment you all have been waiting for, how I went from this to this in literally like 1 or 2 months, y'all. It's bonita. So let's literally dive right into it.
You want to know how to skin flood? Skin flooding for beginners. Step 1, double cleansing is a must. This is cleansing any. Step 2 is washing your face with a good cleanser based on your skin type. Oily, dry combination, choose one wisely. When choosing toners for daily skin flooding, make sure not to use any additives. And apply the toners from thin to thick, clear to milky. The purpose of this is to flood the skin with hydration. And choose toners based on your skin type and needs. I chose toner 1, the Anua Heartleaf toner, because it calms and soothes the skin. Your skin is like a sponge, so press the toners into your skin. Now, toner 2, the Genabel PDRN toner. It's made with salmon DNA, aka salmon sperm. It rejuvenates and helps with elasticity. Now, toner 3 is my bougie toner. It's made with Patera. It's an essence, actually, and it has really good anti-aging benefits. Toner 3 is the Aqua Licorice toner, and I love this toner. It helps to lighten and brighten the skin as well as balance the pH. Now, milky toners are subjective. You can choose the toner you choose and how it makes your skin feel. I chose Tier Tier. It's not too thick, it's not too thin, and I love the consistency on my skin. Now, on to the rest of my routine, where I choose a combination of peptides, ceramides, growth factors, really good anti-aging products such as Estee Lauder and Tretinoin. As a skincare girl, I like to find the latest and greatest products, so I do switch up my products often, but this is the Just Noodles.
So I would consider this like one type of face flooding. I don't necessarily do this type of face flooding because I don't have as many toners as her. I use one toner. I'm thinking about getting another one, but this next video is my kind of face flooding.
How to skin flood with Korean skincare. First, start with a clean face. This method works really great if you have damp skin. So after you cleanse, you're gonna go in with your toner or essence. I'm using an essence here, but it's very liquidy, so it reminds me of a toner, and we like to layer this on. In Korea, there's a popular trend called 7 Skin. It's a method whereby you apply your toner 7 times in a row with 30-second increments, and you're basically flooding your skin with so much hydration. Of course, you want to let it kind of dry a little bit, but as soon as it kind of feels a little dry, you go in with the next layer. I'm not doing 7 layers, but I'm going to go in with 3 layers of this Essence toner. Second, we're going to go in with a hyaluronic acid serum. As you know, in Korea, retinol or other strong actives has never been a very, popular ingredient in Korean skincare. Korean skincare has always been about hydration, 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 and gentle, natural exfoliants like rice that can exfoliate your skin from the surface. But overall, we're just focused on hydration. So just going to go in with 1 to 2 layers of the serum. Optional, if you have some time, you can go in with a sheet mask after that serum step. Lastly, right when the serum is about to dry up, we're going to go in with some moisturizer. And if your skin is feeling really dry, you can mix in a few drops of oil. I love a nice calming oil like this. Layering is key when you have dry skin, so there are a lot of days when I go in with 2 layers of moisturizer. Sometimes with skin flooding, you're layering just hydration on top of each other, and it can even total up to like 10 layers at the end of the night.
Yeah, 10 layers is crazy, but this is the exact method that I use to get my discoloration from acne scars gone almost, y'all. In about a month. But my personal journey of going from a foundation and concealer dependent person to eventually feeling comfortable in my own skin without any additive was a learning experience, and also a long time waiting in trial and error. But it was truly about digging through the viral noise and finding out what worked for my skin. That is when I found the gems backed by science. Skincare TikTok can be an amazing place to find the exact products that you need, but make sure that you're listening to the people that have the same skin type as you, okay, love? And truly the biggest lesson that I learned from TikTok was not to achieve perfect skin. It was to achieve a healthy skin. Skin that was properly hydrated and washed properly. That is loving your skin. So if you're also on the journey to finding the proper skincare for yourself and you're really excited about the potential your skin has, I beg you to try out one of these skincare hacks that is aligned with your skin type and let me know how you liked it. But now I am curious, was there a hack that you heard today that you already used before? Let me know in the comments below, and thank you so much for watching, Diva. I will talk to you soon. Bye.